Hi again, welcome everybody. Uh, I hope everybody is doing well. This is my only thing I will tell you. I just hope everybody is getting some kind of better understanding or better knowledge of what happens to us during these type of proceed, proceedings. If I can say, what happens to us during the time of evolving from the human state to a higher consciousness state. So I hope this is becoming clearer to certain people. Certain people might not be understanding it very much because it will take time to understand. But please ask for the question, you will understand it better because when you interact, maybe some people are feeling shy or some people doesn't feel good. Those who doesn't understand at all what I'm speaking, please you can comment, say this is no good. That is also accepted by me because the thing is, not everybody on the same level of understanding or the same vibration will capture what I'm telling. But those who has already reached to that level will understand. People, please don't get this wrong. I'm not trying to tell you I'm just very evolved or whatever. No, it's nothing like that. It is just a question of coming to the same wavelength. It is like a radio. If I'm trying to put my channel on an AM and trying to capture an FM station, I will never happen. I will only capture an AM. So I have to put my button on FM, then I can play FM. So we are also like that. Alpha, beta, theta, all these waves are there in the universe. It depends how high we get. It is as if we are going to school. We start from the lower classes, from kindergarten, then we go to the other class, primary, then we go to the secondary class, we go to the tertiary classes, then we become like a PhD or, keep on educating ourselves to much higher level until we come to the maximum of education. But as you know, education is never ending in anybody's life. So the last time I was discussing about how uncomfortable, discomfort, painful, and terrible it is when people are going through the stages of awakenings. Now, these awakening stages is so complicated. Some people even come to the stage where their body starts shaking. They start operating like, violently. They can push things, they can break things. These are all very, very strong sign of something which everyone has. It's an energy which we call the Kundalini. The Kundalini is a kind of energy which is found on the back of us, on the spinal cord. It's like a sleeping serpent. It is like that. It goes two serpent that starts from the back and comes right to our head. It goes out and it connects with the universe. You see how strange this human body is. We all look at us and understand you are so and so, I am so, the other one name is so. We look at each and every one under different names. We look at an animal, we look at a fish, we look at a bird. Everyone has a name. But in fact, everyone is that energy which I always tell. So, coming to that Kundalini, it is starts at the base of our body and it goes right on top. And this is the male and the female energy that everyone has in us. The male and female is found in every human being, like even a dog also, everyone has this. So this energy, it is like a sleeping serpent in us. As long as it is sleeping, you become very normal human. You're doing your normal things. You will see a normal human being is just, he doesn't have the Kundalini energy that is operating with him. Those where the Kundalini starts activating, that person becomes very different. Some people become very violent. Some people become, now you're going to tell, I'm telling you this and then become violent. No, not in that sense of violence. But when Kundalini becomes very strong, it starts to make you become more energetic, because it is searching for something bigger than this body, like I mentioned in the last video where I spoke about the awakenings. So when this starts happening within someone, the person try to see things or experience, I would not say paranormal, but over the illusion world, he starts seeing things which is not normal. He starts dreaming about dreams which is totally different compared to the normal dream, where the normal mind is just seeing, like we call that REM, dreams. So that person starts seeing dreams in a different dimension, where he can see like bulldozers are flying, like birds are swimming underwater like submarines. These are the time when this Kundalini starts operating very strongly. It starts getting connected to much different levels of existence, and this type of thing starts happening with him. He becomes very irritated. He becomes very energetic. And when this Kundalini gets awakened to a very, very high level, the person starts losing the balance of himself. Sometimes he feels the left part is getting totally different, or the right part becomes different, or the body starts shaking. So many different symptoms of the Kundalini awakenings. And when Kundalini starts awakening, when the awakening of Kundalini starts happening, at the same time, the spiritual body starts experiencing so many different aspects of the non-illusion world. This is what I was explaining. This is when the discomfort of the body starts happening, where everything around him starts becoming completely strange. The family, the friends. I explained this in the last video, which you must have seen, the awakenings. So when this Kundalini is a very, very, very strong and sometimes uncontrollable energy, which is us. And very often people don't understand how to control it. So you always need to have a spiritual guide who can guide you during that period. Being the awakening stages, the Kundalini awakenings, all of these are all at on the same line. And when this starts happening, the person needs proper guidance, because if he doesn't have proper guidance, he might do something which is not good, and things might go wrong for him. Very often people try to meditate during the awakening stages. A lot of people think, I'm getting this, I'll better meditate and feel better. In fact, it is not the case. When you're going through that awakenings, people should try and calm it down. And there are different ways of calming down, but I don't think on this video it is good to mention the general way how to calm it down. It's better you write one-to-one basis. I will explain to you, because each person might have a different therapy, if I can call this word. Each one will have a different way of calming it down. So if anyone is going through this process, please write. I will explain to you how we're going to calm it down. So when Kundalini awakening happens, the spiritual awakening also happens. The comfort zone starts collapsing. These are all working together until the person goes through these stages. As I said in the last video, it depends. Some people can go 3 months, some people take years, but it's a very, very, very tough and very unpleasant, if I can say in brackets, of unpleasant time for yourself. But once this is gone, like the shell is broken and the veil is fallen from your eyes, you see a different world. And that different world is so nice and so good, where suffering has stopped. Because this is the biggest problem of our life, as I mentioned, I think, in some previous videos. The biggest problem of the human mind or body or whatever is sufferance. We're all here suffering. And this is what the messages were, to stop the sufferance. The day the suffering stops, that day you will be completely in a blissful state. There will be no attachment, there will be no love, there will be no anger, there will be no greed, no hunger. You will start feeling I exist without existing. Lots of people might not also agree with me. Why would I live in that condition? What is the good faces? What is the good signs of being here without enjoying the good things that we want? Yeah, if you want to still enjoy it, you can do it. But then the body will not follow. That's another problem. You might say, okay, today I want to go and enjoy nightclub, for example. You might go. But deep down, there is no more that urge of, or you will not feel that passion like you had before. That passion is dead. You won't feel like so many things that you used to do. You will feel that little bit is missing. That little bit where that passion was in between your normal state and that state of happiness, which we call partying, for example, drinking, for example, anything, fishing, or whatever is there. That little part is missing. You will say, okay, I'm doing it because I want to do it, but the passion is no more there. The passion is gone. This is what happens when people are getting awakened. This is what I was trying to say. The phone has got a SIM card. The SIM card is on and it's now connected to the satellite. So the satellite starts controlling that energy and trying to tell it, okay, fine, now you can send messages, you can make phone calls, you can watch videos, you can do whatever you want from this part. Kundalini awakenings, the good, the bad part of awakenings. The bad part, as I said, is very, very discomfort for the time or the process it is in. The good part is when you see the world without illusion, when the illusion is gone. You just start seeing this world as a totally different place where you exist. These are the two different aspects of process of going through that awakening stages. So, right, as I said, individual questions are most welcome because this is not a topic that we can speak in general. It will never work for everyone. No two human beings are the same. We might be sitting in a room with 10 people. Out of 10 people, 3 people will understand this language. 2 people will understand the musical language. 2 people will understand a different thing, like say, I will give you a kind of sound. The people will be more attached to the sound. So no 2 people are alike. Let's put this very clear. Like even the breathing, it's a general thing because this body needs it. But does it mean everybody has to be comfortable with the breathing? No. Some people might not be comfortable with breathing. Those who are not, right, I will give you a different technique. Maybe vibration sound, where the mind needs more higher frequency of vibration to bring it up. This is also there. But the breathing is the food to the other one. So you need to feed yourself with at least something to start. Like you plant a tree, you need to put some water or some manure. At least that start, or the ground in which you're putting it is very important. From there, we will see how to grow it. Either we have to put more water, we have to put fertilizers, or that's a different story. But the minimum thing is the breath. And then those who cannot connect with that, please write. We're going to come back with more solutions of how to push you up. Now, also don't forget, lots of people might not be wanting to have awakening, so please don't. You want to listen to the video, listen to it just as a spectator. You don't have to go through these stages. Only those people, as I said, depending in which class you have reached, that you feel that you want that, you take it. If you don't feel this video is good, turn it off, to throw it away. It's no problem. Because not everybody will come to the stage of understanding what's going on here. Only those who the heart chakra is already open and ready to receive that information, that vibration, he will be connected. Those who doesn't feel connected, please don't take this as a general info. It will not work for everyone. Only those who has come to that level. For now, thank you very much. right? Don't forget to write. Thanks and keep well. Thank you.